Pregnancy changes everything, even the simplest things like rolling out of bed in the morning. But what if I told you that with a few smart tweaks, you can protect your body from long-term issues like back pain or incontinence? Stick around, because today on the Parent Hub, we're diving into essential daily adjustments for a healthier pregnancy. Hi everyone, I'm Lily, and welcome to the Parent Hub, your go-to source for evidence-based parenting advice in 2026. Whether you're a first-time parent or adding to your family, we're here to help you navigate pregnancy with confidence. Today, we're focusing on how everyday movements can impact your core and pelvic health. Pregnancy stretches your abdominal and pelvic floor muscles like an expanding balloon, supporting your growing baby, but also making them more vulnerable. Simple actions, if done incorrectly, can lead to issues like diastasis recti, prolapse, or chronic pain after birth. But don't worry, small changes can make a huge difference. I'm not a medical expert, so I've teamed up with physical therapist Dr. Emily Carter, a specialist in prenatal care with over 15 years of experience. She's here to share practical tips backed by the latest guidelines from sources like the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, ACOG, and Mayo Clinic. Let's hand it over to Dr. Carter, starting with something we all do every day, getting in and out of bed. Thanks for having me. Let's kick things off with bedtime routines. Before pregnancy, most of us just plop down or hop up without a second thought, sitting on the edge, swinging our legs in and lying back, or crunching up to sit and swing out. But as your belly grows, especially in the second and third trimesters, this can strain your abs and pelvic floor. The added weight from your uterus increases intra-abdominal pressure, and those crunch-like moves can worsen it. According to recent 2025 ACOG updates, avoiding unnecessary strain helps prevent complications like low back pain or pelvic girdle pain, which affect up to 50% of pregnant women. Instead, try the log roll technique. It's simple and effective. To get into bed, sit on the edge with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Lean back onto your elbow while lifting your legs up together, then roll gently onto your back. Keep your knees bent if it feels better. For getting out, roll to your side first, then push up with both hands as you swing your legs off the bed, keeping your shoulders and hips aligned. This minimizes twisting and pressure. Practice it early in pregnancy so it becomes a habit. If you have any pain, consult your OB/GYN or physical therapist for personalized tweaks. Moving on to sitting, a big part of daily life, especially if you're working from home or at a desk in 2026's hybrid world. Poor sitting habits can exacerbate back aches and pelvic pressure. Many pregnant folks perch on the edge of their chair to make room for the belly, which arches the lower back too much and strains the front pelvis. Others slump back, tilting the pelvis posteriorly, which compresses the lower back and can even affect baby's positioning as they prepare for birth. Mayo Clinic's 2026 guidelines emphasize good posture to reduce these risks and improve comfort. Here's how to sit right. Choose a chair where your hips are slightly higher than your knees. Use a footstool if needed. Sit all the way back with your back supported. Roll up a towel or use a lumbar pillow for the lower back curve. To find neutral, place a hand under your sit bones, those bony parts, and adjust so you're balanced on them, not rocking forward or back. Keep your shoulders relaxed, chest open, and head tall. If you're at a desk, adjust your screen to eye level to avoid hunching. Take breaks every 30 minutes to stand and stretch. It boosts circulation and eases swelling. While we're talking posture, let's address standing. In pregnancy, your center of gravity shifts forward, leading to two common pitfalls: leading with your belly, anterior pelvic tilt, or tucking your tailbone under, posterior tilt. Both increase load on your core and pelvic floor, potentially causing pain or instability. A 2024 study from the National Institute of Digestive and Diabetes and Kidney Diseases, NIDDK, highlights that maintaining neutral posture can reduce risks of gestational issues like hypertension. To find neutral, stand with feet hip-width apart, knees soft, not locked, rock your pelvis gently forward and back a few times, then settle in where it feels balanced. Stack your ribs over your hips, shoulders down, and chin tucked for a long neck. If you're standing for long periods, say cooking or waiting in line, shift weight side to side or use a small stool to elevate one foot. Wear supportive, low-heeled shoes with good arch support, as recommended by Mayo Clinic to prevent leg cramps and back strain. This posture not only protects your muscles, but also helps with breathing and energy levels. Now, lifting objects, from laundry baskets to groceries, is unavoidable. The key is syncing with your breath and using proper form to manage abdominal pressure. Always exhale on the effort, as this engages your transversus abdominis and pelvic floor to handle the load better. For lighter items like toys, stand with feet apart in a split stance, bend at the knees while inhaling, keep the object close to your body, then exhale as you lift straight up, maintaining a neutral spine. Avoid twisting. For heavier loads like grocery bags, get even lower if needed. Hug the item to your center and rise on the exhale. To set down, reverse it. Inhale as you lower, exhale to stand. If you're lifting in tight spaces, like from a car, pivot with your feet instead of your waist. ACOG's latest exercise FAQs stress that these techniques, combined with 150 minutes of moderate activity weekly, can prevent excessive weight gain and complications. If you have older kids, lifting a toddler adds extra challenges. The quick bend and scoop method, hinging at the hips and pulling up, puts massive pressure on your belly button area, the weakest spot prone to separation. Instead, approach with a wide stance, squat down inhaling, scoop the child close to your chest, then exhale to stand tall. To put them down, squat again, exhale on the way up after placing them. If they're squirmy, practice in a safe spot. For carrying, hold them centered in front, not on one hip, to avoid uneven strain that could worsen diastasis recti. A 2026 Mayo Clinic update notes that this even distribution helps with posture and reduces back pain risk. If carrying for long, rock your pelvis to neutral and soften your knees. Baby-wearing slings can be a game changer if fitted properly. Check with a specialist. Pushing a stroller or pram is another daily task that can sneakily stress your core. If the handles are too low or high, you'll lean forward, increasing abdominal tension. Adjust handles so your elbows are at 90 degrees, elbows close to your sides. Step into the push. Use your legs and core to propel forward. Keep the stroller close. If it drifts ahead, it pulls your posture out of alignment. Canada.ca's 2025 pregnancy guide echoes this, saying proper ergonomics prevent bloating and backaches. For rough terrain, like parks in urban areas, engage your abs gently on exhales. If pushing uphill, take smaller steps and breathe steadily. Beyond these adjustments, exercise is your best ally. Regular activity strengthens muscles, eases pains, and preps for birth. Aim for 150 minutes of moderate aerobic exercise weekly, like walking or swimming, per NIDDK and ACOG. Mayo Clinic recommends starting slow if you're new, building to 10 to 15 reps of stretches daily. Safe options: prenatal yoga for flexibility, Pilates for core stability, or simple home stretches like cat-cow for back relief. A recent 2026 Mayo Clinic Health System report shows exercise reduces gestational diabetes and C-section risks. Always listen to your body. Stop if dizzy or in pain, and stay hydrated. Let's expand on some home exercises. For pelvic floor, Kegels. Squeeze as if stopping urine flow, hold for 5 seconds, then relax. Aim for 50 daily. For back, wall angels. Stand against a wall, slide arms up and down. For posture, seated marches. Lift one knee at a time while sitting tall. In the third trimester, focus on breath work to manage shortness of breath. Practice deep belly breaths in neutral posture. If working, use adjustable chairs and take breaks, as Mayo suggests, for fatigue. Nutrition ties in. Iron-rich foods combat tiredness. One more tip: sleep positions. Side lying with a pillow between knees supports your back, per Canada.ca. Avoid flat on your back after 20 weeks for circulation issues. Wrapping up, these tweaks, from log rolling to neutral lifting, protect your body and set you up for smoother recovery. Remember, every pregnancy is unique. Chat with your healthcare provider. Thanks, Dr. Carter, for these insights. Back to you all. If you found this helpful, like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more from the Parent Hub. We're launching a new series on prenatal wellness, hosted by experts like Dr. Carter. Check out our first video, Safe Core Workouts for All Trimesters, link in the description. It covers moves to prevent pain and aid delivery. Your journey matters. Stay strong, parents. See you next time.